Hey folks, Mackenzie Lambert here, host for Mac in the Movies, joined here by my guest and friend John Cleveland.
Hi, everybody.
This episode of the Three Tenors, we are going to be doing movies about movies. These don't necessarily have to be about filmmaking. They can be meta films that are just commenting on the cliches and tropes in general of film.
Okay, bring it on.
Yep. All right, let's see first what Mr. Hill has to say about the subject. Navel gazing is a favorite pastime of filmmakers, so perhaps it's no surprise that there have been so many great movies made about the industry. More surprisingly is the way most of them paint it as caustic and exploitative, regardless of where and when they were made.
It's like having your boss ask you to do work about the company. Usually doesn't end well.
No, it doesn't. Okay, let's go ahead and see here for Mr. Hill. Number 10, A Cock and Bull Story. This is Winterbaum's approach to filming Tristram Shandy, the famously unfilmable novel. It's to make a movie of the attempt to make a movie. It gets even more complicated with stars Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon playing versions of themselves.
Huh. I am unfamiliar with that. I have
Not
honestly
me
never heard
neither,
of that before.
but I
Yeah.
do love Steve Coogan, so I probably will check it out.
Yeah, I mean he's good. I'm
Mhm.
surprised I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Okay, number 9, here's a big one. Sunset Boulevard from
Of
Billy
course.
Wilder. Yep. You
Yeah.
ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille?
Classic.
Yep.
Arguably one of the most classic lines in history.
Mm-hmm. Number 8, The Artist. Imagine trying to convince a producer in 2011 to make a silent movie.
Hey, it worked. It won
Yeah.
Best Picture.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, the Oscars always have a soft spot for old Hollywood, so yeah, shouldn't be a surprise.
Again, Hollywood loves Hollywood.
Yep. Number 9, Stardust Memories. You can't get much more meta than this. Alan's film is about a filmmaker who was plagued by accusations his new films aren't as good as his old, with the film itself parodying Fellini's 8.5 in style, another film about another filmmaker.
Huh. Again, I am unfamiliar with that.
Mhm. Yeah, Hill's bringing out some deep cuts here.
Yeah, he usually brings out just one though. Huh,
Mhm.
well, let's see what else he's got.
All right, number 6, The Player. Oh yeah, this is with
Oh,
Tim Robbins as the producer. So
yep.
yeah, definitely that one. He actually kind of shows the real scummy side of that particular role in Hollywood as well.
Yes, he does.
Hmm.
And more recently, we've discovered how incredibly scummy that role is.
Yep.
Hmm.
Number
Ugh.
5, Singing in the Rain.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like it is a movie about making a movie. So it's just I don't think about it as a movie about making a movie, but it totally is.
Yeah. Yep. Although Clockwork Orange has left such a dark stain whenever I see that title. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 4. Okay, we've actually got a David Lynch entry here, Mulholland Drive.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not on my list, but it was going to be an honorable mention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Lynch. What a mad genius he is.
And put those in whatever order you prefer. Yes.
All right, number 3. Tim Burton's Ed Wood.
Love it.
Yes. Yep. Love
Spoiler
it.
alert, it's on my list.
Yep. Same here. It's on my list too. So
I think Johnny Depp's best movie.
Johnny Depp's best movie, and I'm going to say Tim Burton's best movie.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right, number 2. Here we are. Fellini's 8.5.
I don't. It definitely is a
Mm-hmm.
movie about making a movie, but it's just not the kind. I wouldn't have put it on my list. I'll put it that way.
I saw that a long time, like 10 years ago, and I just didn't see it under the best circumstances. So I don't really have a fondness for it either.
Yeah, no.
And number 1, okay, Sullivan's Travels, an intelligent and commercial movie about the difference between making intelligent movies and commercial ones, specifically the value in doing what you do well rather than doing something you think might be more worthy badly. I
Hmm.
can't say I've
I
seen this one or heard of it, but it
No.
sounds really good.
Yeah. Again, 3D super deep cuts in this one. So wow.
Yeah,
I'm unfamiliar. Don't know what to say.
yeah, same here. All right,
Yeah.
actually, for a bit of a change of pace, I'm actually going to be doing my list first, and then John will be going after. So I'll go ahead and I'll just dive into my 10.
Rock
Number
on.
10, All About Eve. This one being about the young starlet who has an admiration for an older star, and then the younger star actually starts taking over the person's career and then starts becoming a star all themselves at the expense of another person. So it's a very Hollywood. We've seen this multiple times in our lives between actors. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen it. I've heard about it, but like no, I don't think I've ever seen it though. So I have to give it a shot.
Yeah. Number 9, The Stuntman, starring Steve Railsbeck and Peter O'Toole.
Yes.
Just about the insanity you have to have for being a stuntman in the industry. Just
Oh
the
yeah.
crazy stuff you are put through. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Great film. Lesser known film from both actors though.
Mm-hmm.
I think
All
both because both actors are obviously well known for other things.
right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. Number 8. This might raise a few eyebrows, but I put in Boogie Nights.
You know what? Again, Boogie Nights was going to be on my honorable mentions. I actually had written it down and ended up getting rid of it. It is a movie about making movies,
Mm-hmm.
adult movies.
Yep. And gosh, this was a long time ago. This was a previous marriage, but I actually found this book that looks at secular films from a Christian perspective, and they had Boogie Nights in this book. And one of the big complaints is that it moralizes the people in the adult industry. Well, are you saying that's a bad thing?
I books like that, people like that. I don't know what's
Yeah.
yeah, but that's a different topic.
Yeah,
Let's not go
yeah.
down that road too
No.
much. But but yeah, no, Boogie Nights is a great movie,
Mhm.
like highly underrated if you think about it. If you come into the go like, oh, it's just a movie about porno people. No, you're not getting what that movie's talking
No.
about. No.
No, and just
Prove
a
that I
wonderful
was gonna say it's the
cast.
movie. Yeah, wonderful guy. I mean, it's like I prove that what's his name, the main actor?
Oh, Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
Yeah, prove that Mark Wahlberg could act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Heather Graham on roller skates. Whew.
Yeah, there's nothing else I've ever wanted in my life.
Number 7, Tropic Thunder.
Of course.
Yep.
Arguably the best comedy, one of the best comedies about making films. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Definitely the best comedy that year.
and I can't help but think of, I almost put in the Three Amigos, but then I decide, you know what, I think Tropic Thunder does a better job of what the Three Amigos did.
You know what, it totally does. It 100% because it's not a strong trope in Hollywood, the actors who think they're making a movie but aren't.
Yeah.
But I would say that's definitely Tropic Thunder is the best one of that trope.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a bunch of movies like that if you really stop and think about it.
And the way it just tackles some of the cliches of Hollywood, you've got the comedy actor, you've got the serious actor who just gets into his character, and Robert Downey Jr.
A method, yeah.
Yes, yep.
He's a
method
dude
actor.
playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah. I don't change character until the DVD commentary. All right, number 6, Scream.
Yeah, I mean it's more meta than making a movie per se, but yeah, it's commentary on it at least.
Yep, and of course, who better than Wes Craven?
Yep.
Number 5,
One of the founders
oh yeah, one of the founders of the '80s slasher genre.
commenting on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's okay. No. Number 5, this is probably the newest entry on my list. My Name is Dolomite, starring Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing.
And it's
Revitalized Eddie Murphy's career. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, after years of Pluto Nash and a whole bunch of family comedies, now he's back doing what he does best.
Yeah, being Eddie Murphy, and it's not only that great, but for anybody who's a fan of black exploitation films in the '70s, or specifically Dolomite, like it's just a loving homage to the absurdity that is that.
And it's an underdog story, which is
it's great.
Yep. Number 4, Bowfinger, which is kind of a twist on what Tropic Thunder did, but it's from the filmmaker's perspective, and just some of the gags in this film are absolutely hilarious.
I did not like Bowfinger.
Oh, really?
No, I could not enjoy that film. I felt, for me personally, I was sitting there watching two of what I considered the funniest men in Hollywood try not to be funny for an hour and a half.
Huh.
I did not like Bowfinger at all. Hey,
Oh,
that's why we're different, right?
yeah. Yep. Number 3, The Artist.
Didn't work for me.
Yeah. Oh, The Artist didn't work for you?
Yeah, it's a great film.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like, yeah, it's a great film.
Okay. But yeah, silent movie in 2011. So yeah, and what kills me is that they had Malcolm McDowell. They gave him an opening credit, and he's only in it for like less than a minute.
Oh, Malcolm getting that paycheck, boy. The banks close at 5. You know.
Please, Harry, I've got a Rob Zombie movie in the next hour.
Yes, and then another in an hour after that.
Okay, number 2. This is an out there pick, but I think it works. Berberian Sound Studio.
Okay, yeah. Wow, I wouldn't even have thought of that. Good call.
Yeah, and it's for those who don't know, it's the story of a Foley artist who was brought in to work on a bunch of grotesque Italian horror movies. You know, some of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
And he just slowly goes insane. And I know there was another movie like this in the 90s called Evil Ed, where it's a film editor who goes insane from watching violent horror movies. But that one goes into like a wacky Peter Jackson, Sam Raimi splatstick direction, whereas this one just goes into the direction it needs to go in.
Yeah. I think I totally forgot about that one. I was actually going to list Evil Ed at one point in one of my honorable mentions too. But I didn't know how to quote that movie without sounding like I was insane. But yeah, no, I totally forgot about Sound Studio. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a great movie, man. Good call.
And, Toby Jones, just a lovable, goofy actor. Just, I like his work.
Yeah.
And, of course, number 1, I had to go with Ed Wood. Just because it does justice to a filmmaker that I think gets unfairly maligned.
Yes. It shows, it tackles his artistic endeavors. It tackles his odd eccentricities in a way that isn't derivative. Mm-hmm. It tackles everything, and obviously is the Dracula portrayal by I can't think of his name.
Yep.
Landau is just spot. I won him an Oscar. I mean, it's great.
And you got just a great, and you got George the Animal Steel as Tor Johnson. Talk about perfect casting.
Casting, yes. Tor Johnson is the monster. George Animal Steel is Tor Johnson. Amazing.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I don't really have any honorable mentions, but yeah, those are my picks for movies about movies. So John, let's go ahead and check out your selections.
All right. I will start with some honorable mentions. First, I wanted to give some recognition to films like, because I skewed films on my list that were only tangentially related to films, or that were about making a film, but that's such a small aspect. Like, I was going to bring up King Kong from 1933 because they bring a camera. It's about they were going to make a movie on the island. Turns out it's just much more important than that. Mm-hmm. I wanted to give a shout out to Birdman from 2014.
Oh, yeah. I for me, that's about stage production. I didn't really think of it as movies.
Yeah, and I that's why I didn't include it. Like, I just wanted to give it a shout out to give it some love. Man Bites Dog, classic docudrama, I guess you could say. They're making a movie. And then the last one I absolutely I would just felt so wrong if it didn't get a nod. Terror Firmer, the Trauma production. It's I've heard it described as the perfect movie that encapsulates what it feels like to try to be a director making a low-budget movie.
Okay.
And coming from a Trauma studio, you know how absurd and crazy that must be.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. What else is there? There's one that I've heard so much about, but I gotta actually get around to seeing is American Movie. I
was going to say, American Movie, spoiler alert, is my number 10 pick.
Oh, all right. There we go. Talk about a segue.
Yeah, perfect segue. All right, so seriously, number 10 American Movie in 2009 is just a low budget. It's a guy who loves film. Like, I love film. I do not love film as tenth as much as this man loves film. He's trying to make a movie, a low budget movie, and it's his constant struggles. It's him filming the process, trying to monetize every moment he can because he needs to try to make enough money to pay for the things he needs in his movie. It goes through stuff as much as, like, he has his uncle try to film a scene where all his uncle needs to do is he's a passenger in a car and he just needs to ask him a question. And
You can't
30
get the
takes
line.
later, he can't accomplish that goal. He keeps talking about other things or whatever. And it's just, and he's just like, I had half an hour to film this and now I'm late and I got to go to work. And like, it's, if you've ever thought, hey, me and my friends, like I've seen some bad movies, me and my friends could just get together and make a movie, watch
Nope.
American movie and tell me you think you can accomplish that goal. American movies also the one I respect the most on my list for the sheer fact that it is not only a love letter to filmmaking, but it is also an indictment of like the concept that this is an easy thing. And when you watch a crappy bad movie, that these people aren't really trying. They're really trying. It's just the difference of being, trained to do this, being skilled to some degree to do this, and of course having a huge budget.
I don't know, and I've been on my fair share of film crews and film sets, and
Yeah.
this is just like it's like looking in a mirror.
Oh yeah.
And, and whenever I see a comment on YouTube like, "Oh, I could make a movie better than this," I'm like, "No, you can't, and
No.
you never will."
And you never will. Yeah. It's also got some of the best unintentional humor I've ever seen on film.
That's usually the best kind.
Yeah. So that's number 10, shaking it up. So number 9, Shadow of the Vampire from 2000.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's a movie about the supposedly real life filming of the film Nosferatu for the turn of the century. Everyone,
Willem Dafoe just going
yes,
batshit insane.
everyone, William Dafoe, everyone just kind of taking it up to 11, but at the same time, so it just feels like it's normal. The only thing that could have made that film better was Nicolas Cage was in it, because it just feels like he needs to be in that film for some reason. I don't know why, but like great film. If you're familiar with Nosferatu, one of the original, if not the oldest vampire film ever made, or horror film ever made, um, it's from the standpoint of the director making a movie, because he's a method director played by John Malkovich. He actually goes and gets a real vampire and films them. It's great. It's crazy. It's absurd. It's about making a movie and how a method director will just go to these absurd heights, and it's great. I love it.
And it just makes sense when you realize that Nicolas Cage produced that movie, and it's like, oh,
Yes,
okay, now that
exactly.
makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. Number 8. This is probably one of two movies that most of people I feel maybe haven't seen, but they should. Okay. Number 8, Son of Rambo, spelled Rambow, from 2007.
I've seen this movie. Yeah, I've seen this movie listed on Tubi and other places, and
yeah,
it's always been on my back catalog.
Yeah, no, it was for me too. I think I can't even remember why I ended up watching it. I think it was just one of those, maybe it'll be stupid and we can make fun of it or something. No, it was great. It's a heartfelt movie. It's about two young kids growing up in Britain, and the one specifically, his parents won't let him go to the cinema because they think it's corrupting him. And he really wants to go see the new American movie Rambo, right? And the other kid is super rich, but his parents are never around. They're just we're going to go to parties and do this. So he's home alone. So what they end up doing is they both sneak in and go see Rambo together. And it's a fundamental moment in their childhoods, because it's kid to a kid. Rambo's the most awesome action-packed thing of all time. For adults, that might be true. And they fall in love with it. So they decide that they want to make a movie about Rambo. But the thing is, they didn't watch all of Rambo. They were only able to stay in the theater for a little while before they got caught and had to get thrown out. So they make a movie called The Son of Rambo, casting their friends and some local kids to try to make the movie. And it's them trying to make the movie that they think Rambo would be, where they're his son. But they don't know much about Rambo, again, other than like one or two small little clips they saw. So it's the pure child creativity and imagination on screen. And it's the perfect movie to watch if you're a little kid, if you have a little kid who loves movies, because there's not really any violence and stuff. And obviously it's a kid's movie. So it's about the kids growing up and learning things and whatnot, but it's a great movie.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, it also stars a lot of you're gonna look at the kids and be like, wait, I've seen him before. Yeah, because that was 2007. It's 13 years ago. Several of them are like leading actors now.
Good for them.
Yeah. All right. Number 7, and this was one I wanted to put higher on the list, but everything being as it was, it just got bumped down. Barton Fink,
Mm.
1991. Screenwriters, man.
Yep.
Screenwriters.
And John Goodman.
Oh yeah. This Barton Fink is its cast.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Barton Fink is. It's the Coen brothers and its cast, as most Coen brothers movies are. That's all I need to say. Like, you watch the trailer for Barton Fink and realize the story really isn't the thing that's going to make you love the movie. It's kind of like Big Lebowski.
Oh, the same actors.
Exactly. The same thing with the Big Lebowski. I say is it isn't so much the story that's compelling; it's the watching the actors portray the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Barton Fink is the same way. Number 6, The Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. It wasn't even on my radar, but yeah, absolutely.
It's them making a movie.
Yep.
I love it. I hate what it like all the imitations it's done, but I don't care. I die on the hill that The Blair Witch Project is one of the greatest horror films of all time. I will defend that movie to the day I die. That movie is amazing. I'm not saying it's great in hindsight, and I'm not saying like every found footage movie is great. I'm saying that film, when it came out, the viral marketing, first of its kind, that stuff was amazing and probably will never be reproduced.
No, and now that you mention it, I could have actually put Troll Hunter on my list. Damn it. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. It's another great one.
Yep.
Maybe we should put favorite foreign. We'll make a list. Maybe favorite foreign films, because Troll Hunter would definitely be on mine.
Actually, I think he does have a foreign films list in here, so that's perfect.
Bam. All right. Stay tuned for future lists, folks. All right. Number 5, because it had to be on my list, and I love it so much, and ended up getting bumped up all the way to number 5. Matinee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
a William Castle type filmmaker. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it is. After watching Matinee, I remember thinking to myself, this is just a love letter to the exploitation movies of the 50s, or not the exploitation, the nuclear films of the 50s, yep, tied directly into the nuclear like phobia of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joe Dante, I don't think gets enough credit as a director, and that's probably one of his best films.
He doesn't. Oh, I think it might be his best film.
Yep.
Like from an acting directing standpoint, not from like his budget was bigger and stuff like that, but like, yeah. Because I think in that regard, it's probably The Howling, but yeah. So that was number 5. Number 4, The Disaster Artist from 2017.
Honestly, I don't know. For me, it's like it's kind of like hearing someone else talk about like trying to tell another person's joke. That's the way I look at The Disaster Artist. And it's like, if I'm going to watch The Disaster Artist, I think I may as well just watch The Room. That's just me personally.
No, that's fair. I totally get that. But knowing that it's impossible to get Tommy Wiseau to do anything a human being might need to do, I get that you had to recast him. And I do think that
Franco did do a good job.
They did an amazing job at trying to replicate a man who, if you try to replicate, you sound like you're being a buffoon. Like, because he's Tommy Wiseau. I mean, like, he is what he is, and it's really difficult to quantify that. Mm-hmm. But with James Franco was able to do is to play him as a real human being, being the absurdity that he is. Like, at all times, he's still Tommy Wiseau, mm-hmm, but it's like, what would Tommy Wiseau do in this situation? Oh, that's exactly what he'd probably do in this situation. Why? Because nobody would do that in this situation. Without it being parody, I don't think he parodied it. I think he explored the true nature of what it was like to experience the creation of one of the most iconic bad movies of all time, The Room. So, and again, one Best Picture. So, what do you do?
And the book itself was a good read too. Greg Sestero is actually a really good storyteller.
Absolutely, 100%. I think I have a signed copy. I also might have a pair of Tommy's line of underwear.
Not gonna ask.
When you buy the Room DVD back in the day, it came because his production company was selling it. It came with a slip to buy Tommy Wiseau brand underwear. Like what do you do at that point? You know. So, number 3, Dolomite is My Name. It's a
Mm-hmm.
great film.
Yep.
We've already talked about it. It vitalized Eddie Murphy's career. It brought more attention to Dolomite, the character. Like I remember, I bought the Dolomite box set a decade ago. I don't even know if maybe like 5 years ago or something like that. I bought it for like $20 used. I love it. All of those films are hilarious. They're just fun. If you walk into a Dolomite movie expecting anything other than just this is going to be absurd fun, you don't know what you're wrong. You should not be here. I went online a little while ago after Dolomite got huge on Netflix and looked it up. That same box set I have is selling for like 8 times as much now because people now know what they missed and want it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
So.
Gosh, what was I going to say? Rat soup eating motherfucker is probably not my favorite insult.
That movie is full of the best insults in film history. Oh, Dolomite. Ah, so good. Number 2 was your number 1, Ed Wood. It's arguably Johnny Depp's best performance ever. I think maybe when he was Whitey Bulger was a little bit better, and maybe in Ninth Gate was maybe a little bit better, but I don't know. Ed Wood is just amazing. He becomes Ed Wood. Mm-hmm. He is that character. He does it. It's an absurd thing. Everyone's a little absurd because it's a Burton movie. Things are just a little off kilter, but like it works. It's great. Landau's amazing, and it brings attention.
Yeah, and they really capture the sincerity of Wood's filmmaking. Like they just think of him as a bad movie director, but yet this is a guy who genuinely loved movies. And
yes,
wanted to make them.
Absolutely. I think it nails that. Like you were saying before, it brings attention to a maligned director, and I think that that's true. I think it's it's the best thing that could ever happen from the Ed Wood story, really, when you think about it. So.
And it did the wise sidestepping of just ignoring like his pornography career. So it's like
after his fall from grace, from I think was it Bride of the Monster was his last legitimate film, and then was it Plan 9 was his last one?
Plan 9 was the one that just really
ruined him. Yeah, and then after that, it was he did a couple other things, and then unfortunately he was cast because you had to you have to make money somehow, and if they're the only people paying, so my number 1 is much like kind of like Matinee. It's probably the one that least has to do with the actual filmmaking because it is about making a movie, the documentary specifically, but that's really not what the movie's about. But I don't care. It's one of my favorite films of all time, and I'm putting it at number 1 on my list. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Yeah.
It may not be my favorite Wes Anderson film, but it is right up there. It is probably like one of my favorite films of his.
For me, it's one of my favorite comedies of all time. Every time I watch it, it gets better. Few films, I know I bring that up in these lists a lot because we talk about my favorites a lot, but like few films ever do that to me. Film in general has a diminishing return. And this doesn't. Every time I watch it, it gets funnier, and I notice something I didn't see before or something. And it is technically about they're filming a documentary. At one point, he has to save the documentary crew. I mean, like,
from pirates.
From pirates. So, I originally had it as an honorable mention when I first started writing this, and I just felt like, no, this is my favorite movie that has anything to do with making a movie, and I just wouldn't feel right if I didn't put it on the list. And as soon as I put it at number 1, I'm like, it can't be or put it at number 10, I'm like, it can't be number 10.
And
it has to be
boss score.
Oh yeah. And it just it just kept creeping from number 10 all the way to number 1, and I'm like, you know what, I'm having it as number 1, and I don't even care. Care.
That is a really good movie.
Yes. So that's my top 10, and that'll be all of our top 10s.
Yep. So those were our lists for the favorite movies about making movies. Definitely let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'm sure there might be a couple that we missed out on.
Oh, absolutely. There's always going to be some we miss.
Yep. So just go ahead and leave those in the comments. And until next time, this is Mackenzie Lambert signing off.
John Cleveland. Bye.